Hello, welcome or welcome back, whichever it is. I'm happy you're here. Tonight's dinner, we're going to be making a big old rack of ribs. I have had these for some time now, and I'm just now getting ready to cook them. And we're going to season it up. We're going to cook them low and slow. It's about 11 o'clock. We're not going to be eating until later this evening. And when I say low, I mean low. And then we're going to finish it off with some sweet baby rays and some sides. Let's get to cooking. Let's heat up that oven. Hey guys, I'm sorry, my camera keeps changing the angle of the lens. I do figure it out about 6 minutes in, but until then, it's going to be narrow like this. I had to get the meat prepared a little bit. This was, I was about to say a fat cow. I'm body shaming a cow, right? But there was a lot of fat on it. It was like covered in a little bit of fat. I don't like that much fat on my meat. I do like some because you need it for the flavor, but I don't like tons and tons and tons of it. So what do I use? The hand that has no glove on it is the one I use to try and pull off a little bit more of the fat, because I can't believe I just used my hand without a glove on it. Oh well. Onward, forward. I still need the glove because I have to touch some oil. But that's basically all I was doing, because I don't like a whole lot of fat on my ribs. I mean, I like the flavor it gives, but it really doesn't need to be this much. I mean, this is what I picked off over here. Over there, I picked off some more, so that's where we're at. I gotta pause for a second so I can just wash this hand. All right, so goodness. I'm going to start to season this meat now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this up here so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. How I start. God, I wish I would have used the other hand. I'm not left-handed. All right. What I do is I take a little bit of EVOO. I just put it on my, touch it there. Put it on my hand, and I massage the meat with it. I just get it all in there. See, do that even though I'm cutting the fat off, right, and adding fat back. But this is so that it'll stick. And this ribs, I have to tell you, I looked at the price tag. $10.71, which is kind of cheap for a rack of ribs, considering if I was to get this out in public, this thing is huge. I had to cut it in half so it'll fit on the pan. I mean, it's that big. I wish I would have had these out prior, so I could like season them really well and overnight, like put some like Worcestershire. Well, I can't put Worcestershire because it has stuff in it that Eric can't have. But you can use soy. It's a good substitute for the Worcestershire. There's quite a few substitutes I found for that. All right, so I'm going to do 2 of them. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the bigger one on here and the smaller one over here. So I'm going to start with the back of them so that when I flip it over. I'm going to use Lowry's seasoned salt. And we're just going to really get it good in there, because we're going to rub this into the meat really good, like good and season it. Okay? We're going to use a little bit of garlic powder. Not a little, you know. I like garlic. A lot of people I see like pepper. I like garlic. Some onion. Some black pepper. And I can't get it open, of course. Oh, there we go. I could have mixed this ahead of time, made a good rub out of it, but here we go. We're going to do it this way. It's going to be low and slow anyway. And you want to rub it right into that. I know it looks like I'm taking it right off, but you want to get it right in that meat. Like get those seasonings down in there. Get it. This is the back side of the meat. All right. I'm going to flip that bad one. Oh my God. That's heavy. I cannot tell you how much does this weigh. It says on it. Net weight 5.985. So 6 pounds. That's a lot of ribs, guys. That's a lot of meat there. So we're each going to get a pound of meat, apparently. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I'll do it on the side. I forgot to put an ingredient on there. So again, I'll put the oil out of the way. I can't remember. I was talking. I can't remember if I put... Okay. So, I want to use this hand. Gotta rub it down with some oil, just like I did before on the other side. Rubbing it in here. Just a little bit in my hand. A lot of times I'll like poke holes in the meat, because this way when I'm doing stuff it slides down inside of it when I'm using the liquid smoke and all that kind of stuff. Now, what you do is what you do. This is just something a little bit that I give myself a little extra room for the seasonings to get in. I don't know why I didn't do it a minute ago, but that's that. So we're going to rub that in. Okay, we're going to go back just like we did a minute ago. We're going to go back with the seasoned salt. Lowry's is what I use. All right, so I got some onion powder going on here. Some onion powder. Some garlic. I thought I had two things of onion for a second there. A little bit of pepper. Can't see it coming out, but it is. I'm going to massage that into the meat. Get down in there. Here I go again, dirtying up both of my hands. This is why I wash my hands a lot, because I'm a handsy kind of a girl. Okay. Oh, I'll have to wash that cat. Okay, so had to wrap it up in there because I got both of my hands involved. This is some liquid smoke because I don't have it out on the grill. We want that in there. And sorry, but I got both of my hands dirty. Liquid smoke. Rub that into the meat as well. I'll tell you, boy, when that liquid smoke gets heated up in here, oh, I forgot to put it on the other side because I I wouldn't be me if I didn't forget something, but at least it's on the side where the meat is. When I flip it over later, I'll add a little bit of smoke. But that's it. I'm going to put it on the pan. Now, what I use is, hold on, let me, yikes. What I use is my my broiler pan, and because I'm lazy and don't want to have to do a whole lot of cleanup afterwards, I line the pan with a little bit of foil. I put this one on. The holes are here. And now what I do, of course, I took off my left glove because I'm right-handed. I spray this down so it doesn't stick and the meat doesn't tear. I know that it makes, I know there's fat in it and it's gonna do what it's gonna do. But that's how I like to do it. Oh! That is heavy. So I'm gonna get that one on there. I'm gonna put it in the oven. Probably because it's taken me a while. I wanted to do it at 170, but I'm probably gonna put it at 210. So, put it in the oven. I'll come back throughout the day and show you how it's looking and give you some updates. But that's about it. This is going in the oven now. I'll be back later today. Okay, came back for a minute. I usually have 2 of those broiler pans, but apparently mine took a hike. So, when I need a broiler and don't have one to let the greases drip down, a lot of times I'll take some foil, just ball it up. Sometimes I put a bunch all around, but since I've already had this foil while I was using it, I might put a third little piece right there. I like doing that so that the air can get around it, so it browns up under there. I do flip them, but this way it'll just keep it from resting right on. And it keeps it, I mean, it's not, is it totally off? No. But this way the greases can drip down. But there you have it. Just wanted to show you a little hack. So, okay. That'll be that, and I'll be back. Well, here we go. We're at 2.5 hours. The meat is starting to fall off the bone. So, we need to do something about that. We need to start slathering on. Yep, I said it. Slathering. And it is a word. Somebody said to me one time it wasn't a word. I had to look it up to make sure that it was an actual word. So I'm going to baste this a little bit in the barbecue sauce. The other one is over here, doing just as well as this one. Put it back in the oven. We're going to get the corn on the cob going. There's nothing special about my corn. Well, my food's special. There's nothing special about it, too much about it. When I was little, my mom used to cook it in milk and sugar, and or she'd add milk and sugar to the water. And I always did that for my kids, but I can't put milk in there because of Eric. So I do in the water. I do put a little bit of sugar, sweetens everything up. They know the difference. When I tell you they know the difference, they know the difference when I don't add the sugar. Because I've forgotten a couple times. You know, you're cooking and you're throwing things on the barbecue and whatnot. And they know. All right, so I'm going to get these things finished up and get them back in the oven. I did forget to mention that the kids' absolute favorite in the barbecue sauce is the brown sugar, Sweet Baby Ray's brown sugar. That's what they love. If I don't get this, they'll eat it, but they're not happy about it. So guess what? I got the corn in there. I got it cooking a little bit of sugar and some water, but I am out of rice. I was gonna make rice using beet broth. I only have like maybe a 1/4 cup of rice. How does that happen? So onward, forward. So we're going to have 2 yellow things, this and this. That's what we're going to do. I don't feel like running to the stores. Boy, I gotta clean off my counters. Got all this stuff out still. All right, well, that's what's for dinner. All right, well, there it is. She's there. She's in her glory. She's cooked. She's done. She's resting right now because she's about to get broken apart. And she's going to get eaten up by us. And there's still another piece that's still over there resting. But isn't that yummy? And what do I say? Yummy, yummy, yummy. Can't wait to get a bite of the fat cow. Wait, it's not a cow. It's a pig. The fat pig. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to meet you at the table in 5. Okay, Eric. Give it a go. Pick it up with your fingers, man.
Oh, it's a finger food?
Yeah.
Oh, I love finger food. Mmm.
Good? Tender?
Yeah.
Coming right off the bone or no?
Yeah.
All right, what do you think about that?
Good.
And your corn with your sugar and butter. Salt, pepper. Oh, you love corn, don't you? All right. So, take it, leave it.
Take it.
You're going to take it? All righty then. Here you go. As I say every day, from the food critic himself. Now we're going to eat. Bon appetit, y'all. Okay, here's your wrap up. If that doesn't say what he was doing with those ribs, he had a good time. Did you enjoy eating them, Eric? Awesome. All right.